Welcome to Thoroughbred Action. Ron Nicoletti here. It is Friday, start of a really exciting 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got 9 races we're going to show you, so let's get to the races and good luck.
Racing at Gulfstream. Malazzo got pinballed at the break and is shuffled to last. Morelos is riding Accelerate Me for the early advantage, and up on his outside, Battle Anthem's on the go. Here's What a Tiz charging up toward the inside. What a Tiz now shoves ahead in front. Racing second is Accelerate Me, and Battle Anthem is in the yellow blinkers on the outside third. Lao Wei angles to the far outside in front of the gray Air Force Royalty. 3 better than Malazzo, and Temperature Rising is last. 25 reasonable seconds for the opening quarter. They're less than 5 furlongs from the wire. It's What a Tiz in front under a hold. In between horses, Accelerate Me. Up in the middle, it's Air Force Royalty. Malazzo is moving in from the back. He's in the blue blinkers, red cap toward the rail. Out in the center, Battle Anthem, widest of all, Lao Wei. And the trailer is Temperature Rising. They swing to the far turn through a 48 2/2 mile. What a Tiz has the lead. Asked to quicken second, Accelerate Me. At the rail, Malazzo needs a little racing room here. He's now racing in third from a driven Air Force Royalty in fourth. It's a gap of 2 more to Battle Anthem, who puts the cue in the rack, then Temperature Rising and Lao Wei. But the 3 principals in the betting market are 1, 2, 3. What a Tiz trying to turn back Accelerate Me and Malazzo. They move by 3 quarters in 12 and 4, and they're on their way home. The leader, What a Tiz, on the outside, Accelerate Me toward the rail, Malazzo. 1/8 of a mile to go, 3 chances here. On the outside, Accelerate Me, driving forward to take the lead. Back to second, What a Tiz. Malazzo third and not gaining any ground. Accelerate Me's a winner. Accelerate Me on the barn change to win by 3. What a Tiz. He was second ahead of Malazzo third. They were nicely clear of Air Force Royalty fourth in 1:37 and 4. And they're off. Excellent start for Munchkin, and she'll try to clear some inside traffic already. Tightening up for Racing Room was Hot Cocoa. That caused a chain reaction where Come On Poppy and Adsilla had to tap on the brakes. Meanwhile, Reina Del Viento is up to challenge for control. Kate the Smade is way out wide. Toward the back of the field, Divine Blue is wide and not being persevered with. In fact, the 3 Divine Blue has been eased. So they complete the opening quarter. An eventful opening quarter it was, and Reina Del Viento was intent on getting to the top, and she's there now through a 23 3 opening quarter. Second is Munchkin. Kate the Smade on the outside. Third, far outside, that's Flower Bomb. At the rail, green colors. Adsilla begins to make some backstretch progress. 3 better than Come On Poppy, then Well Shaken and Hot Cocoa. They both have pace ahead of them as they race to the half-mile point. Mirage intent on making it a truly run race as Reina Del Viento carved a 48 1/2 mile and leads by 4 as they enter the turn. Adsilla has the rail secure. Kate the Smate 3 wide, Munchkin in the middle. 4 back to an improving Come On Poppy in the far outside run. At the rail, that's the gray Well Shaken, dropping back tamely Flower Bomb, and Hot Cocoa is last as they speed to the top of the stretch. They move by the 3/4 mark now. Reina Del Viento trying to braven up and find under pressure. 3 quarters, 1:12 2. Reina Del Viento leads by 2. Kate the Smate second, Adsilla third. At the rail, that's Well Shaken, winding up on the outside. Come On Poppy, they straighten for the drive. Reina Del Viento, 1/8 of a mile from home, and still finding here. Mirage trying to get her to straighten up and finish off the job. Reina Del Viento clear with no dangers. It's Reina Del Viento and Rajiv Mirage to win it by 3 in the end, gate to wire. Adsilla was second. Up for third was Well Shaken, then Come On Poppy, 142 flat.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start at the rail for Entendre in the middle, Cinco Harley, and up on the outside, Sunday Song. These three are quickest. They've gone a length and a half better than Migratory, who runs into fourth. Inside, that's Fredericksburg. Outside, it's Easy Answer. The trailer is Loyal Clement. And the run to the opening quarter, it's Entendre. On top here for Vasquez by almost a half a length over Cinco Harley, who's in a pressing position in second. On a hold behind them, Migratory now takes third from Sunday Song and Easy Answer, who's on the wide outside. Two back to Fredericksburg and four to the trailer, Loyal Clement. That's the seven of them as they race past the 3/8. Entendre closed at 6-5 and leads narrowly. Cinco Harley alongside second. Two back to Migratory, who's now third. Sunday Song fourth. Retreating to fifth is Easy Answer as they reach the top of the stretch. With his ears up, it's still Entendre, and the Jacks are better purple colors through a 45 2/2 mile. He has the lead. From the inside, Migratory is stretch danger as Cinco Harley is coming up empty. Eighth of a mile to go. Entendre roused to the finish by Vasquez. Still finding. Up into second is Migratory, but time has run out. It's Entendre who will go gate to wire. Entendre by 4 in the end, never threatened. Migratory second, Cinco Harley third, Sunday Song fourth in 110 flat. And they're off. First-timers come away last. Motown Diva, Once Upon a Time, and Ola Hermosa. From between horses, Taboo Mischief reaching out for the early lead. Moving out the rail, Treacy's Kai is fired up to challenge. Out in the middle, Bottomless Mimosa. From behind the speed, it's Motown Diva who now races into a joint third. Two better than Once Upon a Time. Another two back to Screen, and then Ola Hermosa as they swing to the far turn. They went the opening quarter behind Treacy's Kai, who leads by a length and a half. The quarter speed was 21 4. Looking for room is Motown Diva. Working harder is Taboo Mischief. Outside, Bottomless Mimosa. Starting to warm to the task pretty well as Once Upon a Time threading through traffic. They pass the quarter-mile mark and turn for home. Treacy's Kai off the turn leads by 2.5. Down the center, Bottomless Mimosa. From between horses, Taboo Mischief. Along the rail, it's Motown Diva. Final eighth of a mile, Treacy's Kai clear. Bottomless Mimosa charging, but Treacy's Kai has it won. Treacy's Kai to win it by a length and a half. Second was Bottomless Mimosa. Third, Taboo Mischief. Then either Motown Diva or Once Upon a Time. 56 3. And they're off. Level start. Criollo was quick off the blocks. Willingness is being ridden for the early lead. Out in the center, here's Get Ready to Rock moving up, and in between horses, Stone Cold Flex. Dixie Preeks is parked at the rail, although he just had to slam on the brakes as Criollo dropped over ahead of him. Triumphant Road is second last, and up on the outside looking for roses. They chase Willingness around the first turn. It's Willingness and Leonel Reyes in front to length and a quarter. Stone Cold Flex is second. On the outside, that's Get Ready to Rock in third from a patient Criollo, fourth at the rail on the class drop, ahead of a hard-held Triumphant Road. Paired off at the back are Looking for Roses and Dixie Preach. 24 seconds for the opening quarter, less than 5 furlongs to run. Willingness has the lead, 3/4 of a length. Stone Cold Flex is second. 3 wide, Get Ready to Rock is third. Camacho making some decisions for Criollo, fourth in the middle. Out in the center is Looking for Rose as he's improved a spot, passing Triumphant Road, who's held up for a run, and Dixie Preach deciding where he wants to race for the final 3.5 furlongs. They swing to the far turn. It's Willingness who has the lead by half a length. Stone Cold Flex is second. Looking for a run on the far outside. Here's Dixie Preach, sent to light by Torres. He was last, but he's not last for long. He's now fourth, now third, now second, and trying to swoop the field as they run for home. Dixie Preach has caught everybody else in traffic, and he's made a clear lead through 3/4 and 112 flat. It's Dixie Preach, the one to beat off the turn. Looking for Roses has a shot at him as he's loose for the drive. Willingness is next. Criollo, you did not get on. They come past the 16th pole. Dixie Preach has the lead. Heads up riding by Yolber Torres. He moved him at the right time, and Dixie Preach is a 6-1 winner. Second is Looking for Roses, well clear of Triumphant Road. Third, Get Ready to Rock fourth, 142 and 3.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Miss T. Bobo with an alert start from the rail. Trill has a bit of speed. Here's the first-timer Sovereign Gold moving up, and her stablemate Curly Sue heads off the field. Curly Sue to the top. Miss T. Bobo is second. Rael Al-Nil is now racing in third. Slamming on the brakes went Trill. Out in the middle is Cam's Girl. The trailer is Sovereign Gold. In the run to the opening quarter, jockey Leonel Reyes puts Curly Sue on the lead. Sammy Camacho is very happy with his spot on Miss T. Bobo. He's an in-hand second. Third at the inside is Ariel Al-Nil. Splitting horses now. Sovereign Gold gets on a move. Back to the outside, Cam's Girl, and after early trouble, Trill is last as they round the far turn. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. Curly Sue trying to braven up and shake away. 5/16 to go. Curly Sue now on top by 2.5. Miss T. Bobo is flat to the boards while trying to gain on the leader. From third, Sovereign Gold. That's all for Cam's Girl. Trill is a long way back. They run to the top of the stretch. D'Angelo against Sano here. The leader, Curly Sue, by half a length. Miss T. Bobo starts to get a full head of steam together. She's now gaining on the leader. Sovereign Gold is third as they straighten for the drive. Here comes Miss T. Bobo, looming boldly now to take over the lead. Curly Sue is back to second with no more to offer. Sovereign Gold just grinding home into third. It took a while for the daughter of Quality Road to hit high gear, but she's in high gear now. Miss T. Bobo, indeed. Second is Curly Sue, third is Sovereign Gold, and fourth was Trill in 124 and 3. And they're off. Dime Papi off last and tightened up for Racing Room. He'll race from last early. In the middle, Eton begins the best and goes looking for the early lead. Troops has speed. Trackster's trying to get over. Also trying to get over is Guiraud. Fighting the rating is Bobby Bob as Sue Dream moved up on his inside. Outside goes the Great Oscar third last. Dime Papi covered up while second last at odds on. The trailer is Proud American. The leader is Eton. Eton rounds the turn on top 3/4 of a length from Trackster, who's now into second. Troops is third. Giro fourth. Two back to Bobby Bob. He races from fifth. Outside sixth, the Great Oscar. Seventh toward the rail is Sue Dream. Dimmy Poppy, as the public pick, is eighth, and in a lot of traffic, the trailer remains Proud American. With the advantage, it's still Eton. He stacks him and packs him in the run to the half-mile point. On the outside, Trackster is now second. The favorite is following him. Dimmy Poppy moving up between horses and looking for a little racing room here. Giro is next, farther outside, and Proud American racing wide as well as the Great Oscar. Shuffling back, Bobby Bob, and Sue Dream is last. They speed around the far turn at the 5/16. Trackster makes a bid at Eton up front. Reyes waiting in the wings at the 2-5 chalk. Dimmy Poppy tries to get in a good spot here. From the outside, it's the Great Oscar. Dropping back is Giro. They race for home. Racetrack fed to Dimmy Poppy. Now he's got to do some work to catch Eton, who turns for home on top. 3/4, 1:12-1. It's Eton in front. Dimmy Poppy up on the outside tries to run after him with an eighth of a mile to go. Eton's very game. Dimmy Poppy is right alongside. Dimmy Poppy is now taken the lead, and Dimmy Poppy will deliver on the 2-5 promise. He wins by a length in the end. Eton second, 5 ahead of the Great Oscar third. Trackster fourth in 140 flat. They're off. Good start for Floco, heading right off for the early advantage. Sent from the rail, My Miss Mo angles off the inside and races into second. Away third is Duchess Eleanor. Out in the center goes Magic Colors. Leina ducks over to the inside, about 8 lengths off the lead, ahead of La Rodada and Face of Shadows. Kathleen's Derby's at the back. They pass the half-mile marker. They're strung out over a ton of ground. With the advantage, Floco by a length and a half. My Miss Mo poised to strike from second. Third is Duchess Eleanor. It's a 5-length margin to Magic Colors, who races up on the inside. Leina starts to get a rally together with better than 12 lengths to raise. The opening quarter was 22 flat. They run to the top of the stretch. Floco has the lead. My Miss Mo with dead aim now, and here she comes. Quarter of a mile remains. My Miss Mo on the outside. Floco toward the rail. 5 back to Duchess Eleanor toward the rail. Leina up on the outside. La Rodada off the turn in the stretch drive. Floco trying to turn back the favorite. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's now My Miss Mo who gains the upper hand. Fighting right back is Floco. Final 1/16 of a mile. Floco on the inside is all heart. My Miss Mo trying to get home. These two to the wire. It's a photo. Floco came back. Floco in a win picture with My Miss Mo well clear of La Rodada in 1:10-4. They're off. They're off and running. Musical Design leapt straight up in the air, 4 lengths slow. Good start for Etrurian, who heads off for the early lead. Moving up between horses, stablemate of her, Beauty of the Sea is on to challenge. At the rail, Hot Cargo and Super Freaky Girl shuffles back. Off to speed today, Bahamian Moon. The veteran comebacker Choose Joy is ahead of only one, and that's Musical Design, who blew the start. To the far turn they go. They have less than 3/8 of a mile to run. Etrurian and Edgard Zayas with the lead. Beauty of the Sea moves up to take second. Back to third, it's Hot Cargo. 3 back to Bahamian Moon. Super Freaky Girl is next. Choose Joy tries to tack on as they run for home. They're a quarter of a mile from the wire. The leader is Etrurian. Stablemate Beauty of the Sea in range second. Hot Cargo is third. Choose Joy underway down the far outside. They're an 1/8 of a mile from home. Etrurian now 2.5 length lead. Second, Beauty of the Sea. She's drifting, floating out. Hot Cargo and Choose Joy. They're both trying to level off. Choose Joy's motoring late. Here's the veteran. Here's Choose Joy. What a cool racehorse. Choose Joy, the 8-year-old off the extended vacation. Well prepared to win it under Miguel Vasquez. 55-4. Runners away. Good start for Bella Jack, who heads off for the early advantage. On her outside, it's Call Me Angel, who's speeding on, trying to hold some inside position. Perplexed, mixing it up out in the middle, shining away. The maroon colors is worn by Zayas on the favorite Y, she races about 5 lengths off the lead. Always in play is toward the rail. Then it's a gap of 3 more to Pitchier, and On the Blink is at the back. Around the far turn they go. Bella Jack on the inside, Call Me Angel on the outside, locked up in battle, their heads apart through a 22-1 opening quarter. 4 back to Always in Play, guided 4 wide as Y. The heavy favorite is on the move now within 7 lengths of the embattled duo. Perplexed and shining away in that second flight, and they reach the top of the lane. From the outside, Call Me Angel. From the inside, Bella Jack. It's still 5 to Y. Perplexed between horses, shining away on the outside. Final 16th of a mile. The favorite has too much to do as Call Me Angel is striding forward. Call Me Angel and Eliza Greenidge for Terry Oliver in front. Second is Bella Jack. Third is Y. Fourth is Shining Away. And Perplexed to complete your high five. 57-2.
And that wraps up the Friday card. We're back here on Saturday with an 11-race card. Boy, what a great day. We got some really nice new wagers. We can play the Coast to Coast Pick 5 and also the Sunset 6. So you got to come out. Boy, like I always say, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.